Welcome to Moonshot Radio with your host, Dr. Nivea Torres.
Greetings and welcome to Moonshot Radio, where every moment is an opportunity to learn. I'm your host, Nivea Torres, Executive Director of the Kindergarten Readiness Collaborative, also known as KRC. Our vision is that all children in Indian River County will be ready for kindergarten. We proudly partner with the Moonshot Moment, who is transforming the next generation in Indian River County by having 90% of all students reading on grade level by the third grade. With me today in the studio is the team from the Farmworker Career Development Program at Indian River State College. We have Sandra Zavala, Betty Guerrero, and Lupe Sanchez. Welcome, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining me. And I'd like to start by asking you a little bit about the program, its origins, how did it start, and what is the mission of the program?
The program has been around for 20 plus years. I believe the year was 1975, if I'm not mistaken. It's partnered with the Florida Department of Education, and is funded through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act by the United States Department of Labor. So that's a little bit of the background for the Farm Worker Program. And we are here to serve and help the migrant and seasonal farm working community.
It's a very important mission. So you serve the seasonal migrant community. And is it the community here in Indian River County, or how many counties do you serve throughout the state?
We serve for 4 counties: Indian River County, St. Lucie County, and Okeechobee County.
And when you talk about the farm workers and the migrants, who exactly are we referring to? We want to be clarified with our viewers and listeners. So who are these folks that would enroll in the program?
Anyone. Honestly, it's anyone that works in agriculture, dairy, anything similar to that. It could be somebody picking oranges. It could be somebody that's cutting cabbage. It could be somebody working in the dairies. So something similar to that.
So that's excellent for all of us to know. So along those lines, how do you recruit the people for the program? How do you find these people, for example, that are seasonal workers in dairy or in the citrus industry? Where do they come from?
Okay, well, it all depends on the counties, of course. For example, I take care of Okeechobee, so we have a bunch of dairies there. And since I am very well known in the county, and I try to go out and about to try to reach students at the high school when they're graduating or before, or I try to do what I'm doing right now in the radio. We put up flyers if possible and just reach out to people so they're aware there are programs there for help.
And you also, I imagine, connect also with local employers so that they can share this information with their workers as
We
well.
do. We try anyways, as much as we can, to let them know that this is being offered for their employers or their children of the employers, not necessarily the employer itself.
And is the industry unique, like Betty, when you go out to recruit students, where do you recruit them?
I personally recruit in the packing houses. There's not many left in Fort Pierce, but I do reach out to the packing houses down Sandra's area in Vero Beach. A lot of those employees actually still live down San Lucie County area, so I try to recruit around the packing houses. I actually, in talking about recruiting, touch bases with agencies in San Lucie County that serve the migrant and seasonal farm workers. So like the ALPI, the Migrant Head Start programs, and the San Lucie County Public School Board as well. We work very close together to target the students that we can help to qualify them to the program and help them receive the services.
And that's very important because I think our viewers and listeners know by now that our focus here is on quality of life for everyone, not only the little ones, but also the entire family. And we have a lot of adults, a lot of parents who really would be very interested in this information. Hopefully they'll get the information today. Sandra, what about you here in Indian River County? Where do you recruit? Is there a particular area that you focus on?
For Indian River County, I do recruit a lot at the high schools. A lot of it for this county has been word of mouth. I was born and raised in the county, so that has been an extra benefit for recruiting. I do attend a lot of networking meetings like the Felsmer Action Community Team and the FACT program in Felsmere to promote our program. And anything that we hear about that is going on in the community, we just attend. We don't really think about, are we going to get benefit from there? We don't know until we attend. And if one person can hear about us and go tell a family member, then it was a successful event for us. And when you just said that it's for the children and the parents, I have had several where it's mom and daughter or mom and son in our program. So it has shifted from helping the parents as being the ones participants enrolled to now their children are the ones that are enrolled in the program. But we do have those similar cases where mom and child are in the program.
And you're really empowering the entire family. We're really improving their quality of life, but we're really empowering them to become better. So that's really exciting for all of us to hear. I like what you said about you're really embedded and connected to the community. I don't want to assume that you all speak Spanish, but I think that makes a difference. People feel more comfortable. There's an affinity to develop a relationship with you and to come and speak to you if you can connect with them in their native language, wouldn't you say?
I speak Spanglish too, so
that's important. That's three.
So, if I could learn another language, I totally would take it on. But we do try to make sure that we communicate with whatever parent comes into us or child, well, not really child, but adult comes to us, and we can speak to them in their native language if possible. I know Betty right here has Haitian.
Oh, Haitian Creole, yes.
Creole, yes, okay. Creole, that's the word, Creole, in her program in Fort Pierce area, or St. Lucie area. So we do try.
That's excellent. So let's talk a little bit about the actual eligibility requirements. Can you share some of those with us, Betty?
Of course. The eligibility requirements are pretty simple. The student or the participant receiving our services has to be a legal resident of the United States or a United States citizen. If neither apply, they do have to have a DACA authorization card, a work permit to be in our program. So those are the requirements. Of course, the main one, hence the name of the program, a farm working background. So if mom and dad or someone in the family did that kind of background in the last 2 years, we would look into that information, that income, and use that to qualify the student to put him in the program.
So it's very important for our viewers and our listeners to understand that in order to be able to participate in this program, there are some specific eligibility requirements.
Correct.
And that those eligibility requirements will also help them, Sandra, to get funding for the program. Can they receive funding for the program?
Yes. I just want to add one farm work that many individuals think it's farm work, landscaping. It's not considered. And it's a very popular one right now, but unfortunately, it's not part of our criteria. And in addition to all the ones that Betty just mentioned, it's just landscaping. As of right now, it's not considered agriculture.
All right. So if there's someone in the landscaping industry that would be interested in partaking in this program right now, unfortunately, they can't. But who knows in the future? That might be a possibility.
We always hold our applications because we do look at them again every fiscal year because maybe their employment changed or maybe their interest has changed. And I mean, we always follow up. We never know.
Okay.
As far as that. And with the eligibility, we do have funding for vocational training programs, which are short-term programs that could be done within a year and a half, such as automotive, the business certificate, office skill certificate, CNA, medical assisting, cosmetology, accounting certificate, computer technology certificate, digital media certificate.
The list goes on.
Phlebotomy. Their list goes on.
Wow.
Those are the ones that we currently have students in.
It's popular.
That's excellent.
And once you're in the program, we do help pay for the tuition. We first have a student apply for financial aid because you can get help from financial aid in our program. Financial aid will most likely kick in first, and they will cover the tuition. We help with the books.
Give us an idea of the tuition for each course, approximately. How much is each course?
Medical assisting program, that is a 1 semester long.
Okay.
And approximately $2,200 for the tuition, plus the state exam of $150.
Which is it's very reasonable. Yes. Because in the end, you're going to be licensed or you're going to have a certificate, and that will improve your quality of life your salary. So that's a goal that we want for all of these folks. So help me understand that you have all these programs, but are they all available at the 3 locations, or does it depend on the program where they actually go for the
example,
courses?
welding. Okay.
Welding. Welding is very popular now.
Right? It's booming. The industry's booming. So, for example, welding is offered at main campus.
Okay.
And it's offered at Okeechobee as well. And only in those 2 locations that I'm aware of.
Okay.
But right now we don't have an instructor for Okeechobee, so it will only be in Fort Pierce.
And if someone, so they have to go to Fort Pierce.
They will have to go to
even
Fort
if
Pierce.
they're from Indian River County.
They just started the new welding program at the Treasure Coast Technical College Center. And that's somewhere, that would be the Vera location that we have. Okay. But not at the Mueller campus. It would be at the Treasure Coast Technical Center.
Okay, excellent. And I know that we've been showing the Facebook page on the screen. So if folks want more information, we really encourage them to go to your Facebook page and look at the eligibility requirements, look at the vocational training, and look at the wide array of lists that you have for all of these services. Did we miss something, Betty?
I did want to mention, aside from the Facebook page, Sandra did mention, we are currently working on getting a website page specifically for our program, and it will be up going on the IRC website. So once that is up there, you can, randomly go in and check, because our program will be listed on the IRC website with all that great information on there.
That's excellent. I'm just thinking about all of the vocational training that you mentioned, Sandra. In terms of length of time, let's say that someone's working and they want to go into the welding program, as Lupe mentioned. How do they balance that? Because that can be challenging for someone. I'm working. I also would need to go to school full time. Does it mean that this program is going to take longer?
It varies case by case. We do sit with each individual. We discuss their issues, their goals. We do create an IEP. So we do a time frame of when we should be done. And we know things happen that we can't control in our personal life. But we do try to accommodate if students have to work and they cannot stop working because they're already, they depend on that income already. We do have them take night classes, or they take classes before work or in between work. Mm-hmm. And even though the program is targeted for a 1-year program, 1.5, we do have to extend it sometimes to 2.5 if they are consistent and they're working towards our goal. Because that we do have to understand that working full time and going to school full time, it's very hard, and not everybody is capable of doing it, because once they have financial aid, their GPA drops. They could get suspended from it, and we do not want that.
We certainly don't
we
want
work
that.
around with what they're able to. We know the things up front, so we do try to set realistic goals for each individual.
Well, but that's a good time frame for us to know. It's approximately a year to 1.5 years. That's a goal that they set for themselves, and you help them develop that plan. Ladies, we're going to take a break to hear from our sponsors, but we will be right back. At the Kindergarten Readiness Collaborative, our vision is for every parent, regardless of income or zip code, to have the knowledge and tools they need to raise healthy children that are prepared for kindergarten. Our mission is to support our partners in developing a high-quality early childhood system that is family-centered. Our outreach and parent engagement specialists connect with families and build trusted relationships. KRC has chosen Fellsmere and Gifford as our 2 focus areas in Indian River County. Our Fellsmere office is located downtown in the city annex, and our New Gifford office is located within Victory Park Apartments. Our administrative offices are now located adjacent to Healthy Start and Treasure Coast Community Health in Vero Beach. The Kindergarten Readiness Collaborative, developing a high-quality early childhood system for all children in Indian River County.
Everyday activities are great for funding moments for talking and teaching new words. Babies' brains grow 80% in the first 18 months of life. As parents and your baby's first teacher, you can help build their brain with language and literacy skills. Involve the whole family. Ask questions. The more words babies hear, the larger their vocabulary can grow. Support early childhood education by talking, reading, singing, and family engagement. This message has been brought to you by PNC Grow Up Great, and the Florida Grade Level Reading Campaign.
Hi, I'm Derek Ogden from Word of Mouth Computers and Electronics. Since 2009, my team and I have been providing South Florida and the Treasure Coast with the highest level of service in the technology field. Computers, networks, surveillance systems, web services, Wi-Fi systems, anything you need technology related, we're your guys. Small business technology and consulting is my passion. Whether your business has 1 computer or 100 computers, I will come to your office and give you a custom technology evaluation report, and you won't owe me a dime for it. That's right, a free in-office technology consult, but only for a limited time. For your home or business, all you need is one number for all your technology needs. Call me right now before time runs out at 888-966-7228. Remember, there's no obligation. That number again is 888-966-7228. And ask for me, Derek.
A member of the iTex training community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
Blue Dolphin Pools strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
Hi, I'm Cindy, the proud owner of Cindy's Cleaning Service. I consider it a privilege to be welcomed to people's homes and offices to make them shine. We do it all from ceiling fans to floors, dusting, and windows. With Cindy's Cleaning Service, you get quality cleaning and affordable rates. We are also licensed and insured. Please give us a call and we will give you a free estimate. Cindy's Cleaning Service, 569-9348. At Cindy's Cleaning Service, the Lord is our strength.
We're back to Moonshot Radio, where every moment is an opportunity to learn. Joining me today in the studio is the team from the Farmworker Career Development Program at Indian River State College. We have Sandra Zavala, Lupe Sanchez, and Betty Guerrero. I got that right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome back, ladies. And we were talking earlier about your program, the mission. We really want to elevate these folks. We want to provide them with an educational opportunity. But what happens after the program is over? Let's talk a little bit about career placement and what takes place.
Yes, I usually have a little spiel when I talk to new students. They come in with their parents, and I tell them exactly how the program works overall. Mm-hmm. So the main objective is when the student comes to us, we qualify them to the program, and the funding that we receive, we spend it on them, on tuition and on the books. Once we get to that goal of the degree, they receive the degree, whatever certificate program they're going into, that's the first step, because they receive their education. The second step is the job. Mm-hmm. Our second and most important goal is a job. So we're trying to get them out of the fields into a stable, year-round, stable job. So that job is what helps us get our funding every year. Okay. And we do have to meet a number every year to keep that going. So that job, the state has said that the student has to be making at least $10 an hour, which is more than the minimum wage. Okay. And they have said with $10 an hour, they're able to sustain a family. And you mentioned earlier, it's all about providing to our families and make them have a better life, help them have a better life. And that is how we're trying to do it, help the community. Once they receive that job, we do track them from 1 year after that to see how they are doing. To see if they're still working, how much they're getting paid, if they're being treated right. And this little spiel I give to all my students so they know exactly how the program works all around.
And that it's an all-encompassing program. Right. You're just not enrolling them in the educational piece, but afterwards you're truly supporting them even a year after.
Yes.
Yes.
And I do tell them that because we do have to track them a year after they're done with training. So there are a lot of them want to say, well, why are you still calling me? Why are you still asking me questions? Well, it's part of, and I let them know that at the front end. This is what you need to expect from me, and this is how we're helping you get to your goal, because your goal is my goal, a better education, a better way of life.
Thank you for that. I love hearing that. You know, yes. The program is really a broad program with specific goals. They're
Yes.
getting their education, but you're also helping them be placed in a high paying or at least more than minimum wage
Yes.
job. So I ask you, Lupe, do you have any success stories about students that you've worked with that have come to that endpoint? You know, they went through the training, they got their certificate, and now they're gainfully employed.
I have one student recently, and hi, Orbelin.
Hopefully she's watching.
It's a he.
It's a he. He's watching. He's watching.
He is a sweetie, but he has gone to get his AA, and he will be applying soon for the radiology program. But he already has a job that is paying him very well at the hospital in Okeechobee, and he is earning good money. I'm just going to say that. So I'm very proud of him. He is going to keep going forward, I think. I don't think he's going to stop there. His parents are very proud because they have worked very hard, and they're going through some health issues. So he's going to be their little breadwinner in the future, I'm hoping.
Well, that's excellent. He's on his way to success.
Yes.
And that's what we want to hear for all of our students. Sandra, do you have a student that you can share a success story?
Not only one, but
I have.
I'm sure you have multiple.
We all have several. Yes. I do have a particular student, Milady Munoz, and she came in and started the program with the CNA, and she was persistent with wanting to have a better life, just for her own self, and she completed the LPN program last year, and she is hired at the Atlantic Home Care in Vero, and her salary went up a lot, and she is very thankful for the opportunity. And I mean, that's just one of the many. And just in addition to the jobs, I do want to mention that our average hourly wage goes from $10 up to $23, $24.
Wow.
That's our range that has been. And
Great.
in addition to that, for helping them obtain a full-time employment, we do send them to the Career Center where the student gets help with their resume before completing the program. And we do have individuals, like Betty had a student who needed help for an interview. So Betty, what did you send that student to get help with the interview?
She had the interview scheduled, and I asked her out of nowhere. I just happened to ask her if she had something to wear, and she said no. So I called her back and said, you need to meet me in this building at this time, if you can come now. And she said yes. So I jumped in my car, drove to main campus, and took her to the career closet at Indian River State College at main campus. And all students at Indian River State College have access to the career closet. They just have to show their student ID. They go in there, pick out whatever attire that they like and that fits them, and they get to take it home. Everything from shirts, skirts, blouses, slacks, shoes. For the gentlemen, ties, belts, matching shoes, and like a full attire.
You get to leave with an ensemble. I'm
Yes.
so glad you mentioned that, because I think many of us take that for granted. We just assume that
everybody has
there's an
it.
interview and you're going to show
And
up
you
and
know
you
what
have
to do.
something appropriate
to wear. Yes.
Because we have a lot of things to wear, but do you have something appropriate to wear for an interview? So thank you for mentioning that. I want to make sure before we sign off that we let folks know that registration is taking place now in early July.
Yes, for the fall
Correct.
semester.
And is there a number that we can share before we say goodbye?
772-462-7916.
Could you repeat that again?
772-462-7916.
And for our viewers and listeners, this is a great program, the Farm Worker Career Development Program at Indian River State College. I want to thank Sandra Savala, Lupe Sanchez, and Betty Guerrero. Please get in touch with these ladies if you want a pathway to success. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And until next time, this has been Moonshot Radio, where every moment is an opportunity to learn.